goes.
Play Joel. Coming to you live on YouTube. 3, 2, 1. Game News Live.
All right. Welcome to Game News Live, everyone. We are live on the line right now.
On the line.
We're taking your calls right now.
Yes.
You guys suck. Oh, yeah.
Can we please get somebody to screen these calls?
Damn it, Mel. The 800th person saying how stupid we are. Okay.
See, did I left that tweet in there?
Yeah, right.
Oh, you didn't want to hear those? Oh, okay.
Oh, man. All right, so we wanted to take some time to thank everyone to come to the show. We are ready to give you the game news, the weekly game news, mostly pretty much what's been happening this whole entire week for
Game news.
For game news, tech news, tech news.
You're so eloquent at describing what it is we're doing.
Yeah, just a lot of game
We're
news.
just the game news, which is the news
Do you have any?
of the week. Once every 7 days.
Yeah.
A weekly.
One out of 52, maybe
games.
53 weeks.
We're hopefully 52 times a year.
Yeah.
News.
Mhm.
Games. You're welcome.
Hold on, let me get my whiteboard.
You see, here's how it works.
Oh my
I'll
god.
do the talking around here, buddy, okay?
All right.
All right.
We did want to start out with what we're playing this week. Mel, you want to go first? What you've been playing?
Mostly Borderlands and some Ark. So.
Borderlands DLC.
No, not DLC. I'm just actually streaming the first Borderlands with Ben and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then you said what else?
Ark.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival.
Basically playing a mod with some friends and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Which they have a new update they're going to put onto the server. So basically capturing dinos and
Yeah, I've been seeing
going through bosses.
I've been seeing a lot of
Running
that.
around naked.
Bunch of nakeds.
Just a bunch of naked, people running around hitting things with rocks.
Well, they made sure that it's stream friendly.
Yeah, they put I think it was a loincloth somewhere in there, and it was just like, all right. But before it was like straight up full frontal, and I was just like, okay, all right.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to go get some mats real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Clay?
actually never played that game. I'm kind of amazed that Ark is actually still going pretty strong. That kind of took me by surprise. I still see articles and new things on it.
It has a cult following. Like, people are actually like breeding different stats of dinosaurs just to get max stats of anything. And I'm just like,
Basically, it's Pokemon.
Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, this is pretty impressive. Like, it looks better as it goes along, but
yeah.
It is
cool.
It is pretty interesting.
Yeah. I'm still playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. I'm maybe 40-45% way through it. It's a big game.
Yeah.
All the Yakuza games are long ass games anyway, and this one is like, because it's turn based, it's even longer just because the combat takes forever. Yeah.
All right. Myself, I've been doing my usual Warzone with a couple of people on the Discord. So if you wanna hang out and play some Warzone, definitely could use 2 more players for a team, and then whatever, just hit me up on the Discord. But yeah, let's move on. Are we gonna do new releases? I think so, right? That's usually our go-to.
That's usually the way.
Hey, Joel, what do you want to start with?
I wanted to get rumor control out of the way because I thought it was amazing that we can get this level of tinfoil hat. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So let's start off with rumor control and talk about GTA 6 possibly Apparently from a road in the map, right?
Okay. So, yeah. Have you seen the trailer?
I have not.
Okay, so Rockstar, yeah, and Mel just threw the link of it there, and Joel, I don't know if you're going to be putting it on the stream or not, but there's there was a trailer that came out for a new GTA Online expansion that's actually going to be bringing in a new section of the map, and people were like, "Whoa, that's cool! Finally, some more to Los Santos." This picture right here, which is like kind of that green and black, there's some GPS coordinates at the bottom of it, and people looked that up. And it goes to this little remote road in Virginia. And the road itself looks like, if you're looking at it, it looks like a VI, which is a 6. Like Roman numerals, all that fun stuff. So fans instantly were like, oh my God, GTA 6! Now, is it true? We have no idea. This is Rockstar. Rockstar could just be messing with all of us. Or this could be this year they're going to announce GTA 6. Maybe next year they're going to announce GTA 6. Even when they announce it, if you know anything about Grand Theft Auto, it's not like it's going to be out this year or next year, okay? They're going to announce the game, which basically means they acknowledge it's a thing that's actually working. There's been internet rumors for years that this game's already in development. There's people saying it's Boston, that it's Miami and Boston, it's Miami and Columbia. It's like there's all sorts of internet rumors about what GTA 6 is going to be. But this is the first time Rockstar's actually acknowledged it, if that is what they're doing, which we don't know because they haven't said anything else. But if you look at GTA 4 and 5, once they announce the game, 2 years, at least 2 years. So this game is not coming soon. It's not GTA 6 confirmed. This is Half-Life 3 at the moment. Nobody knows.
What I find pretty interesting off of this is that that adding the whole coordinates onto a trailer and then looking at it, what's on the map, knowing that what they're showing on screen is not what's on the map. It's just a road. There's nothing there. And so it kind of makes me wonder, it's like, maybe there is a little bit more truth to this, because why else would they be showing coordinates for something that looks like a town, but there's nothing there? So,
yeah,
I don't know.
I would love it because I've already beat GTA 5 twice, and that was years ago because the game is 7 years old.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. I would just love to get GTA 6 because I want more Grand Theft Auto single player because GTA Online is not that good, but that's just me. I'm ready. Give me GTA 6 already.
I think it's perfect timing. With all the new consoles and all the even the announcement, which was, for a lot of people, it was just disappointing because they've already played through 2 console versions of that game, and it's just like, okay, there's only so much. But I mean, more DLC for this kind of stuff just gives me an idea that they gotten an offer to say, hey, let's do this. We got brand new consoles. You guys are the guys that bring all the money in. So can you guys start working on a GTA 6? Like, damn it, Ben.
GTA Online, or GTA 5, which includes online, made a fortune. It made like $1 bajillion when it was still a single player game on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So there's obviously people who want to play the single player campaign. They've already made back all their dev costs, everything off that, just on single player mode. Then online came out and it did okay, but then the PS4 version, the Xbox One version, and the PC versions came out, and online skyrocketed.
Right.
And then they made more money on top of that. They already know they're going to make their money on GTA 6. They don't even need GTA Online right now. But it'd be nice if they did, because right now, yes, the cash flow is coming in because of online, because people are buying those. They're called like the Shark credit cards,
right?
Which is just like you're paying real money for their in-game money.
It's their currency.
Yeah, the money's still coming in. So they're thinking, hey, we're just going to milk that a little bit longer, which is cool. I get it. It's business. Just give us 6 already. Because that's going to make money too. If the sales on 3, Vice City, San Andreas, 4, and 5 made any acknowledgement of that, the single player mode is still in high demand. People are going to pay for it.
Yeah, and it would be the killer app to announce, oh, for the first 3 to 6 months, it's exclusive on whatever console.
Sure.
It would it would just bump up those sales however many times that they would expect it to. It's just I would think it'd just be the thing that actually sells consoles.
Yeah, well, and if you remember at Sony's big thing, they already announced GTA 5 Definitive Edition,
Mm.
which is like the next gen versions of it. Cool, great. I've already, I tried out GTA 5 on my Xbox Series X, and it loads way faster already. It's great. It's still playing the Xbox One version of it. It's not like an optimized version. That's what the whole definitive edition thing is going to be, like where it's like the graphics are better and better lighting and shadows and all that stuff. So it still looks like the Xbox One version, which was not the most graphically impressive game. Like even the PS4 version looks way better.
Right.
But it already loads faster. It already performs better.
But here's the thing, like, and I'm gonna go a little bit off of the rails for this one. So for the Xbox GTA 5 version, it's still the original version. You're not getting anything enhanced except for
Just load times.
The load times. You're not even getting like 4K at 60 locked or something like that. You're not.
Because it's running and this is where the whole running things better with backwards compatibility thing comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox has been touting, the faster load times, their velocity architecture and all that stuff. If it's doing the auto HDR, I haven't even noticed because I haven't checked if that's like a setting that's turned on or anything.
Right.
It doesn't look that much cleaner when I play it, but the load times are triple as fast, at least. Like it loads way faster, which is great. But it's loading a game that I beat on the 360 and on the PS4.
What's something that I'm looking
like, cool.
I'm looking at all these games that are like backwards compatible, right? And it doesn't seem like they're doing any sort of emulation at all. It's not emulation. Yeah. It's literally running the game, but because you have better specs and hardware, it's not bottle capped. It's not.
Well, so that's the big difference in the two consoles right now. The Xbox Series X is essentially an Xbox One. It's the same thing. It's just much more powerful, and it's capable of doing more with every game. So the Xbox Series X doesn't really emulate an Xbox One at all. It's the same thing. It's all Windows 10. It's like all the games are built the exact same. They just now have more horsepower to throw in all the extra bells and whistles.
Right, and so the definitive editions are technically just the updated textures and using whatever techniques they want to throw at it that the Series X now has the ability to do. That's basically
exactly.
It. Okay.
Yeah. Now the PS5 and the PS4, it's basically two different builds of the game.
Gotcha.
The PS5 will run a backwards compatible game, but it's not using the same type of system and everything. I believe the developers of Rocket League just talked about this in an interview last week, where they were talking about the Xbox Series X version of Rocket League. It's more impressive than the PS5 version because they already had the Xbox One version and it worked, and all they had to do was just pump a little extra juice into it. And on the PS4 version, it's not going to look as good on the PS5 because they would have to rebuild the game. It's
a completely different architecture that they built off of a completely different SDK for that hardware.
Yeah. So they said, the PS5 version is going to run faster, and it's probably going to clean up some jaggies, but it's not going to look as good as the Series X version, which is like, 4K at 120, because they could do that so easy with the Xbox Series X, where the PS5, they would have to like basically recompile the entire game in order to do that.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Well,
but yeah, we're way off topic now. Whatever.
GTA 6, man, it's totally happening. Let me go get my aluminum foil. Let's do this.
I'm waiting. Being a longtime GTA fan, this is going to be years from now.
Yeah.
This is like they're going to announce it, and then it'll similar to like a Cyberpunk. GTAs get delayed. It happens every GTA game.
Right.
Just expect that. Oh, it's coming out in June. No, it's not. It's coming out next December. All right? Like, just be ready.
It's going to come out December.
Yes. It's coming out later.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's get on with the game releases for this week. Right now we got Chronos Before the Ashes. Apparently this was a VR game that slipped my radar. I didn't know anything because I wasn't following VR games. But this is a prequel to what was it? Something of the Remnant of the Ashes, or something like that, right? I believe that's the full title. I've been playing that game with a couple of friends. Yeah, and this one is more of a what it's starting to look like more of a hack and slash melee game versus the gun-toting game, main gun-toting game that was Remnant. So apparently here it's
from the ashes.
From the ashes, there it is. Apparently, this game is just going to be mostly melee because it's building off on top of the VR stuff that it had before. But now you're getting it on consoles. So this is for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and of course Stadia. Because why not?
I mean, that thing is doing so well right now. Why wouldn't you want it?
I mean, just toss it on there. But
why wouldn't you want your game on Stadia so all 8 people can play it?
Right. They describe this game as a Zelda Dark Souls, which I'll have to try and see if that's even true. But apparently, this game takes place 1 month before the Remnant game. So,
yes.
I mean, it's cool. I was looking at the trailer. It looks almost the exact same art style. It's pretty, but it's definitely showing some. It's definitely showing a little dated now, especially in 2020. I think this game came out in 2016, the original VR game. But yeah,
so
it looks good.
You played Remnant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and I have not played it, or if anybody in the chat's played, I think Evan's played it, but I'm not sure. Is there as much of a good story or a good universe that they built that you say, oh, a prequel to Remnant? That's badass. Like, I can't wait to play that.
I think I'm not the right person to ask those things.
Okay.
Only because, like, I wish I can give you a lot of value, but there is a lot of really good cutscenes. There's a lot of story there, but you kind of get lost because there's just so many things happening that I can't even, if I could tell you, I can't even remember some of the NPCs' names. That's how not memorable they are. But the cutscenes are great. I think they're great.
Okay.
But again, I'm probably not the best person to ask because if you're just going to give me something to shoot, I'm going to shoot it, and that's about what's going to happen.
And this game is melee, so
yeah,
slap it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. No RPGs, no game.
Maybe some DLC later on will give me back my guns, but nah, not right now. No, I recommend anything that Gunfire Games makes because even though it sometimes feels a little bit I don't know, indie developer, which I don't know if you consider them indie developers. I don't think so. I think they're backed by somebody.
Let's see. They made Darksiders 2 and 3.
Yeah.
They might have done ports. Because I thought those were like Deep Silver or something like that.
Yeah. But you can definitely tell that there's been some dedication, a lot of love and dedication into these games.
This makes sense. So they used to be Crytek USA, and they got bought by THQ Nordic, who owns the Darksiders license. So maybe they did like a port or something like that.
Was that around the time that we were in E3 and they were showing off a game, and then like not even a month or two later, they were just like, "Yeah, we're being sold out." Remember? There was just like this like weird like backwoods fucking swamp game or something like that, and then
no, that got turned into Hunt Showdown.
Oh, okay, got it.
I know a few people that actually love that game.
I gameflied it, and I played the tutorial, and I played one map, and it was like, nope, we're good.
Yeah, I don't think we could have gotten like. I don't think we got very far with that game when they were showing us the demo because we were just confused as all hell. We were just running around.
If you remember, that game Hunt was basically it had a really weird name when it was back then. It was called like, oh, here it is, Hunt Horrors of the Gilded Age, and it was being shown off at E3 as a kind of like a Left 4 Dead type game, and then they I don't know what happened to it, but it kind of got remolded into a Left 4 Dead meets like a PvP kind of game, to where like it's 4 people and you do a co-op, like go kill a monster kind of thing, and then you loot all these resources, but then you have to get to like the end of the level and escape. But
And then you get hoarded and whatnot.
no, well, yeah, but at the same time, during that escape sequence, like I could kill you and steal your loot and then escape. And it's like,
I don't
so
know.
it turned into one of those kind of things.
Yeah, I think we've
That's
seen.
just too much going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's kind of like how they promoted the Division. How when you finally got to the like the dark the dark zones
dark
or what?
zone.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden like, okay, we're a team and we took out all these other people and now we're gonna evacuate, and I can choose to start killing you.
There was a Kane and Lynch 2 was the game. Kane and Lynch 2 had a multiplayer mode that did the same thing, and I forgot what it was, like something with heists or something like that, where you would like rob a bank, and then during your escape you could like kill the other player and steal all their money too. And it was one of those like, you have to trust each other to escape the level, but at the same time you could double cross and blah blah blah. And I forgot what it was called.
But then you got to do your taxes, and then you got to mow your lawn. It's just like, come on, can you
But
just give me focus?
Yeah, he's my accountant, but I need him. I forgot what I was just trying to Google it real quick. Yeah, it was like they had the same kind of PvP mode, Kane and Lynch 2, which is just a garbage game, but whatever.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
let's move on to the next one. Empire of Sin. Clay, you know more about this game than I do. I just heard about it from you about a couple minutes ago, but
Yeah,
I am
Empire of Sin.
I'm super surprised at what you mentioned with John Romero and what, his wife? Is it his wife?
This is John and Brenda Romero. John Romero, of course, from the id Software fame, one of the Doom guys. He made the just outstanding Daikatana,
Yes.
where he made everybody his bitch. If you remember that.
I do remember, and it was quite a bitch.
I've actually never played Daikatana. I'm pretty sure I have it on Steam, but I bought it on N64 because I found a copy for $5, and I was like, I have to own that.
You just have to.
It's like no, I have to buy it.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but terrible from it. But yeah, whatever. No, so Empire of Sin, it's think of it like an XCOM type game.
Mhm.
It's like a top-down strategy type game, like a turn-based strategic, or like Gears Tactics kind of
Right.
thing. But it takes place in like 1920s gangsters and all that stuff. Which I know a lot of XCOM fans. Like I know people who love these types of games, so it might be right up their alley.
Right.
But this was this is not the most beautiful graphics game, but because of that, it's also on Switch. So even like Switch players can kind of get their hands on this.
It's not bad. It's got a pretty good art
Yeah.
style. I think it looks great. It's definitely not like you're not trying to be like your Crisis where it's just too hard to handle, but they're trying to include everyone right here.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, good. If you like these like turn-based strategy, like place people in certain areas, and you have different types of abilities and things, like from the gameplay trailer you can see right here, it's one of those type of games.
Yeah, it still cracks me up. It still cracks me up. I don't know if I can freeze frame in time for you, but this right here, it's like you have all these people with Tommy guns and whatnot, and yet you have like the one singer still in her full getup, just like,
her little flapper girl outfit.
Yeah, I'm about to go into the alleyways and mess some fools up.
Yeah,
see? Yeah, see?
Gonna pump you full of lead, see?
But yeah, I mean, it looks good. Yeah, Bamf. Yes.
Bam.
So good.
But yeah, it's John Romero, so he's still alive.
Yeah.
Doing stuff like this. If you remember, I think it was a year ago or something like that, he released like a brand new like Doom 1 expansion or something like that. It was like he did he released like a whole new Doom thing, and like a pack of levels that he like redesigned for like Doom 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a buddy of mine went through it. He's a huge Doom fan, and I was like, cool, good for you.
So Andre says here, don't forget it has mobster sim management like Omerta. I don't think I've ever played that game, but if you're
I've never
familiar
played
with it.
that.
So Empire
But
Sin
so
is...
it's-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so it's like The Sims, but with gangsters. So you can like, have them go get jobs and get married and have kids and stuff.
Possibly die because they couldn't
Pretty sure
figure
that's how
out
that works.
how to eat. But yeah.
Yes. Trap them in a room.
Never go to the bathroom.
Trap them in a room where they just have to pee all over themselves.
What's interesting here also is that they have the Windows logo right next to the Apple logo, so this natively plays on Apple.
It's going to be one of like the 13 games that are on Mac for Steam.
Amazing. It'll probably sell a couple
Yeah.
boxes. PS4, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So you're definitely getting the majority there. And because of backwards compatibility, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to play it on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
So
Because it's John Romero and he has a huge history in the video games, and all that stuff. I hope this does well. I know some people who love these types of games, but the majority of gamers I know are like, nope, give me a shooter. Pass.
I don't know. XCOM was pretty big when it came out back then.
XCOM does really well. That's the thing. It's like even like 2 and like they had the XCOM 1, I think had like a bunch of DLC packs and expansions that all did really well. So it's good for them, man. Like I hope it does well.
Yep.
Good on you, John and Brenda Romero.
Yeah. Man, long time staples in the gaming industry.
Yep.
All right, so the other release that we got is Immortals: Phoenix Rising. I believe this was showcased on Google Stadia as one of their free demos.
Yep, there's still a demo live for it now. It's the only place you can play the demo of it.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I played the demo. I was just like, okay, so we're talking platformer, we're talking God of War levels, platforming and puzzle solving. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think this game looks great. I'm excited.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it.
Like it's like a little God of War meets a Zelda type game. You know,
it's really colorful.
Platforming and puzzles, like you called it. It's it looks great.
Yeah. Beta is already out for Phoenix. Beta?
Mm-hmm. The beta? Unless he's just talking about the demo. Are you talking about the demo for that, Andre?
Yeah. Demo is probably out.
Maybe.
Free Stadia demo. Yeah, so I finally got my Chrome Ultra, and that's how I was able to play this demo. And I was like, that's not bad. And the one thing that I didn't know about the Chrome the Ultra is that it comes with the power brick for the Ethernet connection, so it already comes with it. I thought it was just going to be like your regular power USB power thing, and then you just have to shell out for the extra Ethernet stuff. No, it comes with it, and I was just like, oh. That's pretty nice because now I'm able to play it and test both things out, like Wi-Fi and Ethernet. And
that's cool.
To be honest with you, it was super solid. I was like, huh. I mean, you can definitely tell there's like a millisecond or two of lag, but it's not bad. It
wasn't like game breaking.
It wasn't like it wasn't like for a platformer where you have to hit like certain jumps and be good on timing. You definitely your gamer brain adjusts for those kind of things. But it wasn't to the point where you just jump back on something and now you're like, oh man, now I realize how bad that game was as far as responsiveness, right? And it wasn't the game's fault. I mean, if this was on a regular console, I'm pretty sure it would be super quick on responsiveness. But the fact that it was on a cloud streaming service, that was pretty good. That was a pretty good experience. And this is coming from somebody who plays at like 144 hertz and whatnot, and just like, oh, I gotta have the best. But that was okay. I can literally sit down on the couch, play it at full res, 1080 or 4K, and feel like I'm just playing it locally on a console.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have this. I think I have this on my GameFly list for the Series X. I was considering changing that to my PS5. One, just so I could turn on my PS5 again, but also just to see what those triggers are going to do. See if anything cool is going to happen with those.
Oh, yeah. So I wonder, this not being this isn't a first party game for them. This is Ubisoft, right? So this is
Ubisoft.
So I wonder if they do have any implementations We'll have to check that out. We did have a talk
Yeah.
about taking a look at what we can do with both the Xbox Series X controllers and the PS5 controllers on anything else. How else would you use them, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I think I saw a video about the motor mechanics on the triggers, and I was pretty impressed. We'll have
It's
to check
pretty
that
cool.
out. Yeah. But aside from that, let's get on with the game news. I think we're going to be talking about Ready Player 2 now.
Ready Player 2.
Yeah.
Big news.
So I didn't
So
know
it's
that
out.
they did I didn't know that they did an event last time on Roblox.
It wasn't on Roblox last time. So if you remember 10 whatever years ago when Ready Player One, the book came out, this is way before the movie. They had they call it like a scavenger hunt kind of thing. Ernie Klein, who's the actor, he did this thing where he put clues in the book about how you can join a real world scavenger hunt, kind of like treasure hunt, like as they do in the book, like when you find the keys and the gates and all that stuff.
Right.
I was actually participating in it for a little bit of time. The grand prize at the very end was your own DeLorean.
A real one?
Like a real DeLorean. Like he owns one himself because he's a big 80s pop culture nut kind of thing. And then he bought a second one and said, whoever wins this contest gets this DeLorean. And it was like, that's sweet. Like, that's awesome. So like I said, I participated in the first part of it. I got through the first gate. Like, I found the key, I found the gate, I got through. I found the second key, and the first challenge, if you will, was this little homemade, like, homebrew Atari game that they came up with. That, like, he paid somebody to, like, build this game, and it ran on, like, an Atari emulator on your computer, and it was like, cool, that's great. You win that, and that gets you through the first gate, and then the second one was basically, instead of having something awesome in 80s and retro and like the entire theme of the book, it was a garbage pay to win Facebook game. And it was like, wow, that's terrible. Like, that completely throws away all the good things that the book had and goes to a pay to win mechanic.
It doesn't sound like
Facebook game.
It doesn't even sound like that's something that they would have even done, though, had it not been for, I guess, some marketing scheme. That's weird.
The game, it was a disaster. But yeah, then the third one, I dropped out at that point. The third one, I don't even know what the third challenge was, and somebody got the DeLorean. Good on them. They're doing Ready Player 2, like we said here. It's in the link here. Roblox, which is just a behemoth monster of a moneymaker right now. They've brought in the Ready Player 2 hub, where there is worlds and challenges inspired by Ready Player 2, and whoever gets through all 8 challenges wins a prize. With giant quotes, because we don't even know what the prize is.
Robux.
Here's $20 in Robux.
Sweet.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's just a prize. So
I'm gonna bet $5 that it's Robux, or at least it will contain Robux. But
or like,
I thought it
own Roblox world or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I thought, or maybe it's just gonna be a skin that only you have, right? Like those one-offs that only you can have. But the cool thing is like, I like that it's taking in a life of its own on an actual game that is pretty close to design of what they had in the books, as far as just like living out your life in a video game, right?
I'm not mad at this at all. I was mad when it was a pay to win Facebook game that literally, like, you have to, like, I forgot even what the game was called, but it was like it was like a Candy Crush type game where it's like you have to do something and then you have to wait unless you want to pay to, like, fast forward the clock.
Right.
And it was like, I remember playing it and I was just like, why? Like, this is the worst thing ever, and I stopped. But this Roblox, from what I've seen of Roblox, my nephew plays it because he's a kid, but it's like, it's cool. It's like, here's all these people creating all these different worlds, and you can go and have fun and do your thing.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not mad about this. I'm curious to what the prize is. I would love to know that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to participate in this one, but I'm curious if it's going to be something awesome like a DeLorean, or if it's just going to be like, here's Robux money.
Here's a
Roblox.
DeLorean in the game.
In Roblox. Yeah.
Can I just get the real DeLorean, please?
Be like, can you just buy me another one?
Yeah.
Because that would be awesome too. Whatever.
Yeah, the only other thing that I have with Roblox is that my kids are starting to get to that age where they're actually like, instead of getting physical things for their birthday, they're actually starting to ask me for Robux. And I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about this because I support gaming, but you don't want anything else? You don't want like, something that you can keep, not something that's not digital like currency?
Something physical.
Yeah, you don't want.
What about when you stop playing Roblox in like a year?
Yeah, you're not gonna play that forever, Matt. Okay, boomer.
Yeah, okay, boomer.
Aww.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, if I wanted something, ask for a GPU. I can get you that. You're not gonna get a GPU in Robux unless it's digital GPU.
Or okay, Joel. On that line of thought here, so you could be like, look, all I want is $50 in Robux, or this $500 GPU.
I don't need you to question my logic, okay? I'm just saying, and
I'm just saying.
And Andre's hurting me here in the fields right now.
Robux don't go out of stock.
God damn it!
Yep.
Damn it! I'm thinking about getting this subscription to this underground scalping group.
Yeah.
And numbers, you need everything. You need a total PC upgrade. I know that.
Ugh.
I just want some hardware. But all right, let's move on to the next one. I think this one is for Fortnite. Fortnite Crew. What is this?
Fortnite. This is something we talked about on Rumor Control like a week or two ago, or something like that.
This is the subscription, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So back in the Rumor Control, Epic was doing a survey to see if people would actually shell out for this, and it looks like they decided to go through with it.
Oh my god! Okay, all right. There's people that play Fortnite nonstop. And
there are people that this is their life is Fortnite. They play nothing else. Like it's Epic's whole thing about like even with their lawsuit with Apple and everything like that is that Fortnite isn't just a game. Fortnite is like a social experience. Like it's their own little world where you can play the game, but you can also go to like rock concerts, or you can watch movies together, or you can just hang out and talk to people all the time. It's like this is a thing where they're like, this is part of the Fortnite experience. But what this is, if you go, Joel, if you want to go back to the screen itself, this is their new subscription. It's $11.99 a month, and with that you get the battle pass. So you get 1,000 bonus V-Bucks, which I've never played Fortnite, the Battle Royale. I played the original.
I think that's barely enough to get you like a full skin set. That's about it.
I don't know what like a V-Buck
$10
translates to. That's the thing. It's like I don't know the conversion rate on that.
All right, let's take a look at that. Let's see what the conversion rate while you go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then you get exclusive skins that outside of Fortnite Crew, you can't get these skins. So like
Matt says Clay just turned my indifference of Fortnite to hate on Thanksgiving.
So check this out. Hold on.
The 2020 crew pack is get Galaxia and Style plus the Cosmic Llama Corn pickaxe and Fractured World back bling. Sounds worth it to me. Yeah.
So check this out. 2,000 V-Bucks. Mm-hmm. Is MSRP $24.
$25.
$25.
So for 1,000, that would be $12. So your 1,000 V-Bucks a month payment of $12 is getting you your V-Bucks plus the season pass, plus exclusive skins. So if you are a Fortnite person and you're going to be spending at least $12 on V-Bucks a month, completely worth it.
I don't know.
Completely. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, hold on.
All right. Matt has a good
Let's
point.
look at one more thing. How much is the battle pass?
Let's take a
I
look.
think it's $7.99 or something, or $4.99. I don't remember. It's been a while
$14.99
since
for
I
the
played it.
battle pass. I doubt it.
No, hold on.
Battle pass
Fortnite.
is.
I think it's about $8.
I'm trying to take a look here. Nope, it doesn't.
Okay, so this article on Polygon, which is talking about it, says the Fortnite crew will cost players $11.99 a month, which will include the full battle pass for whatever the current season is, which usually costs $9.50 on its own.
Okay, so there's.
So you're
Standard
saving
Fortnite
$10.
Battle Pass costs about 950 V-Bucks, around $10.
So you're saving roughly $10 a month just by doing their subscription, which is a guaranteed payment every month. Yeah.
But do seasons last more than a month?
What's the exchange rate for Robux?
Oh,
He's not
I have
wrong.
no
Now I'm looking
Yeah.
for it now. So
By the way,
that's
No
not
Dog in
Fortnite.
here says No Dog has a good point here. See, but
10
the Rocket
weeks.
Pass lets you earn enough credits to pay for the next one. So kind of
Yeah,
the way
true.
Apex battle passes go, right? So it's like if you do well enough, it'll pay for it. So basically, yeah, you're right. I don't play Fortnite anyway, so none of this means anything at all. But this is what Epic is like trying to do. They're trying to get you to pay even more. So they're already suing Apple because they wanted you to pay them more directly, and now they're saying on top of that, pay us more anyway.
I'm pretty sure they're getting hit with their fluctuation of users now, especially from
yeah.
the Apple stuff.
And
So.
hey, Not
it's
Dog.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Holy crap! We have gone full circle now with the.
Yep.
Everything is subscription now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know anybody who still plays Fortnite Battle Royale. I know people who did, like a couple years ago when it first came out.
I used
not
to
just
play it a
Fortnite,
couple years ago myself,
Yeah,
but not anymore.
when the whole Battle Royale kick started, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or
Mhm.
not when it started, but when it came big. Like when Fortnite Battle Royale came out, and it was. I know people who played it back then. PUBG, which I know people who still play PUBG. So it's like PUBG, Fortnite Battle Royale. I know people who still play Apex. I don't know anybody who plays Hyperscape. But it's
I played it, downloaded it, and then uninstalled it on the same night.
Yeah, I can see that. Hyperscape, that's the Ubisoft one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Matt says Fall Guys, but that's a different type of battle royale. But yeah, Fortnite. I don't know anybody who still plays it. They played it 2 years ago,
either.
and then they stopped after 6 months.
Yeah. It seems
I
like
know 1 or 2 people, and that's about it. So.
the ones that keep on going are your PUBGs, your Apex Legends, and whatever COD equivalent Warzone is out there. So
Warzone. So for Black Ops Cold War, are they doing a Warzone in that as well?
So they're just doing Warzone with Cold War skins. So
Okay.
So you will see your regular Warzone free to play players, and then you will see people with the Cold War skins.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which are
they doing different guns or anything, or is it just the skins?
From what I've seen, I haven't unlocked anything because I'm a free player. But I wouldn't doubt that they have something.
You're a filthy casual, is what they say.
I'm a filthy casual with that stuff. I'm not paying for something that doesn't pay me rent on my hard drive when it's that big. You know what I mean? Like
your 8 terabytes of Call of Duty.
Jeez. Dude, it's up to 200 plus gigs now. That's too much for one map. We're not talking different maps.
Call of Duty
textures.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, bro.
Dirty.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. Get more guns.
We're almost to a point where 1 terabyte is one game, basically.
Yeah.
Getting close to that.
Yeah. I don't even own Modern Warfare, the new version. I don't even own that one. Just because it's still $50, even with 10% off or something like that. It's still pretty expensive.
You haven't gone through it yet?
No. I have been
It's so
saving
good.
myself because
It's so good.
I need to give my kids GPUs, but I'm just like, I need to play this game because it looks so pretty.
The campaign on that game is really good.
And you're and that says a lot, and it makes me feel even worse that I haven't played through it because Clay is not a COD player. He does not like
I like some of the campaigns.
Modern
Like
Warfare 2 classic.
Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 I liked. 3 wasn't the best, but 1 and 2 and 3 were good.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost sucked. I don't even play Black Ops.
I have no comment on that. On Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2, that was really good. And then, actually, what was it? Advanced Warfare wasn't bad, and Infinite Warfare was okay.
Infinite
yeah,
Warfare was with what's his face?
It was like in space, and there was the robot, and
Which
I don't
one?
know.
Which one was the one with Kevin Spacey in it?
that was Advanced Warfare.
Oh, okay, all right,
That one was actually pretty good.
yeah,
It had those like little jetpacks that you could like double jump and stuff like that. It was pretty good.
yeah.
But yeah, no, but since I loved the Modern Warfare series, I was like, I got to play the new one,
Right.
and it's like, yeah, it was really good.
Evan says, I wanted to like Black Ops, but was over it in 2 hours.
Black Ops was terrible though. Like that's
Treyarch.
those games. Yeah, Treyarch doesn't know what they're doing when it comes to campaign. They just throw zombies in your multiplayer and people will buy it.
They're the off-season B team. You know what I mean? Like
They are, and that's the thing. It's like they are like Call of Duty. Yeah, there's 4 studios developing Call of Duty games, and it's like, or there's more that help, but it's like currently there's 4, and it's like, yeah, Treyarch is the ones who do all the big multiplayer stuff. It's like you have like Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and then the other guys help out. But it's
you know what it feels like?
yeah,
It feels like Treyarch is like the Disney movie sequel of studios.
Oh, God, no.
yeah, straight to VHS sequel.
Ouch.
Aw.
Like,
Little
you guys
Mermaid
saw
2.
Lion Kings 2 and 3, right? No?
Hey,
No
Lion
one saw
King
Lion
2 was
King?
not that bad, okay?
There was
I
saw a
respect
thing-
your opinion, Mel.
I saw a thing at what was it?
Better than some of the other ones.
It was like 2 weeks ago. Apparently Disney was saying something about how they were going to do a Lion King 2, which is more of like the real style that they came out with like a year ago. And it was like, but it's going to be a whole new story. And it was like, but we already have a Lion King 2.
You can't
And
just
a Lion King 3. It was
Yeah.
like they
Lion King 1.5.
you can't just
Yeah.
tell us something didn't exist by just completely copying and pasting over the original title. It just doesn't
Yeah,
work
it was
that
just-
way.
It's like, what about Scar's son Kovu, who was in Lion King 2? No.
No.
yeah.
That never happened.
Yeah. No. Shh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just erase it from history.
Aladdin Part 4 and the 199 bin. Was there an Aladdin 4? I remember there was a 3.
I don't
Dude.
think there was a 4.
Because
That's
3
how
was when they
obscure
brought back
some of
Robin
these
Williams.
sequels.
Yeah. 3 was, because like 2 had,
2 did not have Robin Williams. It had the
2
Simpsons guy.
2 didn't have Robin Williams, but it had the new villain also, like Abby Small, who was in the cartoon. The TV show cartoon, not the movie cartoon. But
Well, a
then,
lot of the
like,
sequels
3
also basically the pilots, in quotations, if you will, for these.
And then
live
3 was
Disney
The Return
channel
of
shows.
Jafar. I remember, Okay.
You're ruining some people's childhoods here. I'm just letting you
way off
know.
topic.
Oh, well, he's already ruined mine. Thank you very much.
Jeez.
Ugh.
Way off topic. Right?
Yeah. And now we can't even get the original Iago on any of these movies because of himself. The whole Affleck
Guthrie?
incident. Yeah. You don't remember that?
Nah, Gilbert Gottfried got in trouble for something?
He was being a
Controversy.
comedian and just said something that was just too off, and they didn't like that, and Affleck kind of taken him off. It was the beginning of cancel culture back then, where somebody's got their feelings hurt, and then all of a sudden they couldn't just look the other way because that would be enabling them, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. I don't give a crap. He doesn't.
Once Twitter was invented, that's when it started.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest here.
Yeah. But let's go on to the
There's
next
always a
one.
Karen.
So that was
I see.
Fortnite. You see what he said though?
I see.
Uh huh.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I can see that. Anywho. Okay.
Move on.
On to the next subject.
All right, Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer.
Yes.
Is this the
This is the Xbox. I believe this one is the Xbox as an app coming to smart TVs or streaming
Oh
sticks
yeah,
next
I
year.
wanted you to see this one.
I did not know this, but it makes perfect
yeah.
sense.
It does, especially with the whole like Game Pass streaming your games, like from your phone or whatever. There's talk about Xbox becoming either an app on your smart TV, or if you can buy like an Xbox streaming stick, or maybe even use one of your existing 9,000 that are out there already. You
Or
could stream your games to your TV.
or better yet, and I'm already starting to see this big sticker on boxes for 4K TVs at Walmart, can run Xbox on or Xbox streaming. And that would be a huge seller for anything that is out there, right? Because
Yeah.
the same thing as you get with like the what is it, the one of the TV manufacturers that they state, oh, it also has Chromecast built in, right? That was a huge
Yeah.
seller for a lot of people because it didn't it meant you didn't have to buy to an ecosystem, you just had to have a phone. That's it, right?
Well, Mel, I think it was you who were saying that at one point you had one of those PlayStation Now TVs
Yes.
where you could like stream your PS Now subscription to it. This would basically be the same thing, but for Xbox Game Pass. Now, Joel, I wanted your opinion on this because as somebody who was tinkering with the idea of buying a Series S just to play Game Pass games on one of your like living room TVs or something like that,
Right.
you wouldn't even have to do that anymore. You just buy the streaming stick and a Game Pass subscription, which maybe you already have one for Game Pass for PC. You upgrade that to Game Pass Ultimate, boom, there's everything you need right there.
Right. So this is opening up an avenue that I didn't even think of before, is like, look, if I can just get a USB stick just to play Xbox games, that would make so much sense. Because now I don't have to split up my subscriptions to anything else, right? But at the same time, like, that also means some features are not going to be there for me, like, unless they have an ability to do Plex streaming off of one of those sticks, then if they added that, then that would probably be my main driver every single day, right? Just depends on what the features are. If we're talking about, like, I'm literally booting into an Xbox like instance and I have the full GUI, or am I just booting into the game kind of like Stadia style, right? Stadia style is no GUI at all. And you just start streaming your game. But Xbox, I've seen where you can actually get to the GUI and be able to launch anything else that you want. So I don't know.
That would be awesome.
It would be awesome. It just depends. I guess I would have to see those kind of things, because do I really want to? I have unlimited, which just puts me into a situation where it's just like, it doesn't really affect me because I can do several different terabytes every single month and not get upcharged. But for the regular, like, user who doesn't have unlimited and just wants to play games, but this is a cost-effective way of doing so, it might surprise them at the very end of the month that 4K streaming kind of ate up all your bandwidth, and then you're stuck with like a $200 bill on top of what you already pay. I don't know. Like, it's going to have to be very specific, very, very specific at warning people, like, this is going to eat up your bandwidth. You just better have unlimited. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to wait and see.
Yeah. Like, if it happens, how much is how much is it going to cost? Is it their proprietary, USB or HDMI plug-in? Is it, is it compatible with something else? We don't know anything already. Like, this is just Phil Spencer talking, and it's, I think it's a great idea.
But he's not
Because,
wrong,
like I
though.
said, like, no, he isn't wrong at all. And like we were talking about, the whole next gen console war thing, which doesn't really exist anymore. Microsoft's just trying to get Xbox onto any screen possible. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's a console, if it's your PC, if it's your phone, and now if it's a smart TV through a USB or why do I keep saying that? An HDMI streaming dongle. They want you to be an Xbox Game Pass subscriber. That's how they're making money. But this totally proves it right there.
Right, and that takes away from their development cost on actual physical hardware when you're just doing a HDMI dongle and you're just selling it out there. And the more that you sell, or the more you get partnerships with TVs, kind of like how Google Chromecast did, the bigger your ecosystem is going to become, to where it's just going to be natural to adopt it. Right? I'm looking for a TV. Oh, well, it's a dumb TV. No, can I get? Okay, well, we have this other TV that has a built-in Fire Roku built-in, but I can't play games on it. It's like, well, we have this one that does Xbox Game Pass. That's it. Because I'm
boom.
getting,
There it is.
That's a big seller. I think it's a smart idea, but the implementation also has to be there. If you can get into a full UI Xbox, that would be killer. But if you're just booting into games, I think it might confuse some people out there.
I don't know if it would. I mean, I would be shocked if it did like a full UI. Like maybe, okay, so you know how like Amazon has like your Fire Stick, and then they also have like the Fire TV. It's like a box.
Right.
I would be amazed if Microsoft could do a full UI on a stick. You would think they would have to do like just like a little box.
Well, they don't even have to go that far.
Like,
they don't even have to go that far, because you can do a full UI in a virtual machine on the cloud. So you're navigating through an Xbox on the cloud. You don't have to render it locally.
That is a great idea.
Right. It's the only ones I have.
If you're watching this, you're welcome.
Hey, Microsoft, you want to partner up here?
Yeah.
Some good ideas.
Larry Herb, I know, Jeff Rubenstein, since you are all watching this right now, we just gave you solid gold.
It's all right.
Junkies back.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just keep coming to us. We got more.
Yeah, there it is, guys.
What else we got?
I'm not prepared at all.
Make something up.
Oh,
Fat.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next one. Mortal Kombat. And I like this, so I'm going to thumbs up on it.
This is a great story here. This is good.
So, Christopher Lambert's Raiden leads Mortal Kombat 11 movie skin DLC. So, I've seen the skins. They are great. And the fact that they are modeled at the time of these actors, it's just like amazing. I mean, you already had Shang Tsung, but still, this is just great.
You've got Christopher Lambert, you've got Lyndon Ashby and Bridget Wilson Sampras. You got their kind of their outfits from the awesome 1995 Mortal Kombat movie, which is a great movie. People, okay,
those are $500 glasses, you asshole.
Yeah, I love that movie. The first one only, not
Annihilation.
We're not going to talk about that.
You didn't like Jax ripping off some sort of cloth freaking arms all of a sudden. You're just like, wait a second.
So pretty stupid. But these skins are great. They got their voices in there and everything. I want Johnny, or I want Liu Kang. I want Katana. I want everybody else who had a voice in that movie. Who I don't really think there's anybody else in the first movie who had a voice.
CGI puked all over Annihilation.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Reptile was in that. He didn't have a voice. Scorpion's voice was just Ed Boon, and Sub-Zero didn't have a voice. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. There was no. If we're talking about the first movie, there was no Baraka. That's right.
Which the actor who played Kano is dead, so they couldn't do that. They could probably get his look there and just bring in like Troy Baker to do his voice or something like that, you know. But yeah.
What's the guy who played Juggernaut? Just put that guy in there.
Oh, freaking! God, what is that guy's name? Big ass British dude.
Yeah. He's a big old soccer.
Kano's an
Australian guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I love that guy's voice in there. I think it's hilarious. Vinny something?
Vinny Jones.
Vinny
There you go.
Jones, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the actor who played Kano's dead. But just get somebody to, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me? You know, come on.
Yeah, that would be great. Especially because Kano is already in the game, right? So why not?
Kano's in the game, yeah. So they just need to, or rip the voice from the movie and put it in the movie in the game, and then that's it. That's his only voice line.
Right.
You know, whatever.
What added a little extra cherry on the top is that the interactions between the verses at the very beginning of the game,
Yeah.
it's their voices.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not.
Yeah,
it's,
they actually got them. Which I know we were joking around about this, like, where's Liu Kang and where's Katana? And
Mhm.
it's like, that would be awesome if they were in here too, because, like, so Robin Shu, who played Liu Kang, I don't know if he's really doing anything anymore. And Talisa Soto, who played Katana, it's like, if she's doing something, good on her, but come on, just voice record something for 5 minutes and send it in and get a paycheck. All right?
$20. $20.
$20?
Oh,
All right. $50. Okay.
Come on.
Yeah. But it's like, that would be awesome. Like,
That
I'd
was-
love to have even more people.
That was their 15 minutes in America, Naw Dog says.
Yeah, come on.
Aww.
Robin Shu. Come on.
What was the other movie that we were talking about that he was in as a cop?
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Oh.
I'm Googling him right now. Like, what
Aw.
the hell is he up to?
Yeah.
He's probably
Hong
done
Kong
like
actor.
small indie stuff, and that's it.
His last movie, it looks like, was Black Tiger, Hunter Hunted, which was a short film in 2014. And then there's a movie that's to be determined called Dead Mule Suitcase that he's directing. And he was in Sleeping Dogs in 2012. So
Oh, so he's a voice actor, I guess.
Robin Shu, bro, where are we at?
Let's get this going. Let's go talk to
Yeah.
Ed Boon and be like, let's do this. I'll throw in $5.
That's what I'm saying. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get
We'll
your
do like a
15 minutes of
we'll do
fame
like a
back.
we'll do like a GoFundMe to get
Yeah.
Katana and
No, a
Luke.
petition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The goal,
Oh, yeah.
$200.
Yeah. Exactly. We need $200 to buy a crappy USB mic and ship it to Hong Kong so Robin Shu could record some lines.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Great stuff, though.
Yeah.
I respect Mortal Kombat for doing this. This is
Yep. Loved it.
Johnny's on the spot. And the fact that even if they tried to do like scans of the actors, it's what, 20 years now since the last time? Since that
95,
movie?
so 25 years.
Holy crap.
Hmm.
All right, I'm going to go take my freaking daytime
You're old,
meds.
Joel. You're old. Deal with it.
No! I'm still relevant.
5 years ago. Yeah.
Aw.
25.
You're a
years.
dancer.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on to some Red Dead news, huh? Red Dead Online. Who's still playing that? Again?
Crickets.
No.
Crickets.
Red Dead? Red Dead
Crickets.
Online? You? Red Dead? No?
No.
Rockstar has announced, and this has been a rumor for quite some time about their plans for GTA Online. So I'm thinking this might be just like a test bed for them. But Red Dead Online is going to be its own separate game for $5. And if you're thinking to yourself, because it's Red Dead, hot damn, Red Dead Online for $5. Yeah, that's going to get you in the door. I played Red Dead Online when it first launched in its like little beta period. Because I own Red Dead Redemption 2, and so it kind of let you in for free. $5 will get you in the door. And then that game is so jam-packed full of microtransactions, there's not going to be much else. It's like that $5 is going to let you download it onto your machine and play it. And then anything else you want to do is going to be money and money, 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 money. That game is ridiculous with microtransactions.
What's weird is that it's made by Rockstar, and the online version of Red Dead is not. It doesn't make it sound like it's almost the exact same thing as what GTA 5 did with their online version.
So it is a little different. I've spent a couple hours in GTA Online. I didn't really care for that either because I just want more storyline content, and
Right.
the ones that are you basically have to grind a ton in GTA Online to actually be able to do anything. Red Dead Online is the same. It's I don't know anybody who plays it. I know people. I know a bunch of people who tried it and all said they didn't like it.
Mhm.
And these people still play GTA Online because that game is still making money. But
Right.
I just want everybody to know out there: don't assume you're getting a big, fully fledged online experience for $5. Like you're getting in the door at the nightclub, and then if you want to check your coat, sit down, have a free water, dance somewhere, stand against a wall, look moody, whatever, it's going to cost you money.
Yeah. Just
Literally
just
everything you want to do in this game is a microtransaction.
just come to Vegas and you'll
Yeah.
get that exact same experience.
Yeah. It is like $5. Cool. Red Dead Online. That game's popular, right? No, Red Dead Redemption 2 is popular. Red Dead Online is not good.
No.
It is a buggy mess. And they charge for everything. And
Yeah.
I got to the point, Joel, did you end up playing Red Dead Redemption 2 at all?
No, I have
When it
not.
hit PC?
No.
Okay.
I'm
so-
still waiting for an RTX card to really get the full experience.
Gotcha. Yeah. I went through it on the PS4, and when online came out, it got to the point where I'm level 7 or something like that. I'm like moseying around and all that stuff. And I have a horse, and then I got a second horse. And it was like, cool, you need to stable one of those horses and just kind of swap them out as you go. And when I took my horse, my extra horse to a stable, and it was like, cool, you want to board your horse here? That's going to cost you X amount of money per week. And it was like, oh, well, my character only has like $2. And it's like, cool, you can buy money over here. And I was like, so I need to pay money to stable a horse in GTA Online. And I was like, and exit game. Okay. And we're done here. Not playing that at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's
Naughty Dog
quality
says we need-
stuff.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. I'm not excited for this. After this comes out, and all the people I know who play Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Online, or the people who did, it's because they already had Red Dead 2.
Right.
Red Dead 2 would be the reason why you're buying this, because it's just this colossal single player game. But that would be the reason to do this. I'm excited to see if anybody buys this and goes, man, I love that game, because I don't see it happening.
It's almost like it kind of reminds me of the exact same situation that happened with Metal Gear Online. It was
Which one?
It was a
There
thing.
were 3.
It was
Yeah.
a thing. It was a multiplayer, but it was the exact same controls as the game. So you would crouch and lay down, and it would take forever to do an action. And for a multiplayer game, it was just like,
They tried Metal Gear Online 3 different times, and it didn't work in all 3 of them. At least like the Phantom Pains on like the forward operation base or forward operating base mode that they had, it was okay, but even the other 2, like the online mode that they had for 4 and 3, were just they weren't that good.
right.
Like some games just aren't meant for online, and I think the way Rockstar is doing Red Dead, it's definitely not meant for it.
Yeah.
GTA 4 had that online mode, if you remember that when that came out. I thought that was pretty well done, because it was just multiplayer modes inside the map of Liberty City, but they didn't overcharge you for every single stupid thing you wanted to do.
Well,
So that was cool.
It was just GTA 5, but GTA 5's online was just refined and just added way more modes to every single expansion that they kept on doing. You just had like cars, you had weird paragliding like challenges with other people, and I thought that was great because it was literally a playland in GTA just to do crazy wacky things. Even their racetracks were just amazing. So
Yeah, what they're doing with GTA 5 online, I think is awesome. Like the fact that they keep adding stuff to it. I just don't want to have to buy Shark credit cards every 5 minutes
Right.
to access any of it.
right.
That is a what, like a Stein, like a growler?
It is a Stein.
Yeah, Stein. Yeah. They're
Fuss
asking what
beer.
Joel's drinking out of here. Nawdog says we need Manhunt online. I can see that if they try to position it like a battle royale type game.
Yeah,
Aside from that, I
we
don't
need
even know
Bully
how
online.
that work. Bully online.
Go
Bully wasn't a
to
bad game.
high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bully wasn't a bad game. Manhunt. I like both of them. I like one
Manhunt's a
and two.
questionable game at best. Depends on how you
Manhunt?
execute it.
Yeah, Manhunt online. Like, I think that would be a perfect game for like a battle royale because that's essentially all Manhunt is. It's you're just trying to kill everybody else.
Mel, you're a wuss. That's what Nawdog said. He said that, not me.
Well, I mean, Manhunt 2 got banned in a lot of countries, so I mean,
Well,
it did. That's right.
Did it get banned or did it get? Well, it probably
in
both.
Germany it did get banned.
It got banned, and then they had to like heavily edit it with like
They
anytime-
censored all the kills.
Yeah, it was like whenever you did like a gruesome kill on somebody, it would like it would black and white and then grain the screen so you couldn't really see it. But yeah, Manhunt 2 is actually a really fun game.
I think the gruesome kills were probably some of the selling points for that game. And you were just basically taking it out. It's kind of like if you took
Manhunt 1.
If you took
That's the
fatalities
exact
out of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Manhunt
was thinking the
1,
same
of all-
thing.
The kill structure in Manhunt 1, that was the entire reason you played that game. The Manhunt 1 had a great story, it had a great atmosphere. The gameplay loop itself was really boring. That was like a really boring game. They fixed it with Manhunt 2. It was gameplay wise, it was a superior game. They just took away all the good story. But like, yeah, that would be like taking fatalities out of Mortal Kombat. That's your Super Nintendo version of Mortal Kombat 1. It's like, why am I playing this?
Yeah.
You know, like so I can punch the sweat out of people and like, you know, no.
Well,
that's stupid.
Rockstar is notorious for controversy.
Yeah.
But they're also like Blizzard, where they're like, we're gonna give you content and you're gonna like it, and we're gonna give it to you when we say we're gonna give it to you. So
True.
True. I'd much rather have a non-broken game. You know, but yeah. Manhunt Online would be cool.
All right. Let's move on to some Nintendo news. Looks like you're going to be saying goodbye to some of your Mario stuff later on this year, I think, or this next year, March 31st. Yep.
March 31st is already, okay. March 31st, Nintendo is already making really weird decisions. Like the current Battle Royale type game on the Nintendo Switch, if you have a Switch Online membership, is called Super Mario Bros. 35. It's a really fun game. Apparently, that's only going to be running until March 31st. Why? Nintendo. I brought my copy with me. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This game that came out on the Switch. It's 64, Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy 1. Not Galaxy 2 for some reason. We don't know. Apparently, this game stops being sold on March 31st. Why? We don't know. Nintendo. And then they've also added that, Joel, I know this is going to break your heart. Out of all those hours that you still spend building your own levels in Super Mario Maker on your Wii U, that's going to get shut down on March 31st also.
E-gasp. I will survive.
I haven't used my Wii U in years. I still have it. It's in a box. It was cool because of things like the Wind Waker HD. And
I sometimes like to play bowling on it. That's it.
Wii Sports is still good to this day. Okay, like
Yeah.
Wii Sports is an amazing game, but the Wii U, yeah, with the big tablet and the second screen and all that stuff, it was never a hit. Mario Maker was really good on it. It was really popular when it came out. It actually sold a bunch of Wii U's just on that game alone.
But isn't Mario Maker on the Switch anyway?
Mario Maker 2 is on the Switch.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's the new hotness, right? The Wii U's it's dead. It's dead in the water. It sold
old,
way
gray,
less
and busted. Got it.
Yeah. It did not do well. The Wii U was not a big seller for Nintendo. They're trying to bury it. And now they are saying the biggest game on it, Super Mario Maker, is now going to die too. So this is gone. But why this March 31st we're killing Mario stuff? I like Mario 35, like the Battle Royale game. It's good. I don't know why they would torpedo that. Mario 3D All Stars. This is good. This should cost you no money to put out. You're only making profit at this point. Why would you stop selling them?
Are they trying to do like and this is going back to a Disney reference. Whenever Disney decides to take something out,
Disney Vault.
Yeah, the vault.
Disney Vault.
It's just like, oh, for a limited time, you can now get Sleeping Beauty in 4K, even though it never rendered that high.
So we don't know because Nintendo, one, they don't ever let on to things like this. But if back in the Wii days, for Mario's 25th anniversary, there was a special Wii version, like Super Mario All Stars kind of thing, and it came in like a collector's box and had like little books and a soundtrack with it and everything like that. And that was put on sale for a limited time. Then, after that limited time was up, they just released the game on like a normal Wii disc, like a Wii disc with like a regular jewel case and everything like that. So this is not special. This is not like a limited edition press of a Switch game. There's no book on the inside. It's just the little Switch card.
You don't get any collectibles, nothing.
Yeah, it's like, this is just a game. Now, it's awesome. Like, the collection itself is great. It has this, you can't see it on my camera, but there's like its own little in-game kind of Mario soundtrack thing that you can play, which like Smash Ultimate has.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Like this is a great buy because I love these old games anyway. Not Sunshine, obviously. Mario Sunshine is garbage, but like these other two games are fantastic.
I'm just hearing all the riots of the fans of that Sunshine.
This double collection of Super Mario 4 and Super Mario Galaxy 1 is fantastic. I love this thing. But this shouldn't cost much. This, like, Nintendo eats all the profit on this. Even if you get rid of the physical cart and just sell it on the eShop, why does this go off like not being on sale anymore after March 31st? Makes no sense. Nintendo logic. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they found some way to, like, we're slowly converting a lot of things from physical sales to digital sales, and we're just kind of making you panic. So that way, when we announce some digital sale, all of a sudden, here you go.
They kind of did that with their amiibos, and they re-released some of them as well.
Mm-hmm. So, but it's even said this game is leaving the eShop. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I do not get this. I want an explanation.
Damn it.
Doug Bowser.
In my Mario.
Yeah.
Doug Bowser.
All right, let's go on to the next one. This one's a little controversial for me because I was just like, I don't know what they're talking about the performance between the PS5, but the fact that Microsoft acknowledges that PS5 is performing better than the Xbox as far as like just system performance. I don't know about sales because everything is sold out at this point, but
everything is sold out. The PS5 is going to bury the Xbox Series X in sales. That's a given.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought this was a really interesting article here. Microsoft has said the Xbox Series X is the world's most powerful console. Like, this is it. It has 12 teraflops.
What does that mean?
PS5 has,
that's 4 more than the last teraflops.
Like,
mean?
Back to the Future. What the hell's a gigawatt? It's like, the PS5 doesn't have 12. It has like 9.5 teraflops or something like that. So Microsoft should be like, boom, this is the most powerful anything ever. And they actually are acknowledging that some PS5 games are performing better on the PS or the multi-platform games, I'll say. Like, so I want to say it was like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Watch Dogs Legion. There was like 2 others. I think Dirt 5 is performing better on the Xbox. And then there's like this list of games right now that are like on both platforms, and they run like the 4K 60 frames are like it's more stable than on the Xbox Series X, which it's like, yeah, you're going to get the 4K, but it's bouncing, it's like hovering around 55 frames. And they're like, world's most powerful console, what's going on? And Microsoft obviously are in a kind of state.
It has to be negligible though.
If you watch these like Digital Foundry comparison videos, at no point are they saying Xbox is, Bush League and scrubs and all that
Right.
stuff. No, they're saying this is barely noticeable outside of like our tools that are like,
Right.
like where they like watch the frames bump up and down,
It doesn't
or they'll go
translate
out of their way.
into it doesn't translate into something that you can actually like notice in my book.
Yeah, like at no point are you gonna like be watching Assassin's Creed Valhalla with a lot of things going on your screen. You go, oh, 59 frames.
Damn it! Trash.
Yes, dumpster. There you go. You are never going to see that, but but Microsoft is at least trying to do some PR spin on this. They basically said, like, we're in the very beginning of this console cycle right now. Like, people haven't even scratched the surface of what the Xbox can do. They're just doing ports right now. So, like, in time, you will see more. And it's like, cool, I get that. They've also said there's also this thing going around right now that apparently Sony was releasing dev kits for the PS5 like up to 3-4 years ago, and Microsoft didn't release the dev kit for the Xbox Series X until about a year and a half ago, so people had less time to like customize for it.
Right.
Either way, I'm glad Microsoft is at least talking about this.
But
they're not just media blackout or anything like that.
That happens every cycle. Every cycle, there's always things that they're not even at 100% efficiency as far as like development or nothing. So,
neither are. Like, these are only going to get better over time, right? Like, as these developers have more to work with, more time, and more knowledge of how to, finagle the systems to do what they want. Look at like launch games on the PS4 versus Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, it is night and day how much power they put into that game. Less load times, better visuals, everything near the end of the console cycle because they fully understand how to use it.
Yeah.
The Xbox and the PS5, they're just now getting to.
Yeah, and if you're benchmarking anything from PS5 to Xbox, I think both parties should be glad that the backwards compatibility has just been so good at not just being able to play your games like the previous cycle, but that it enhances your games that much better. To flipping 30 frames per second games into 60 frames per second and making them so much smoother and the resolution being bumped up to 4K without even breaking a sweat. The fact that these machines can do that, I don't think there's cause for complaint. Yes, it's a marketing kind of thing that Xbox did as far as being the most powerful on paper and on number. Yes, it's the most powerful with 12 teraflops, but nobody's been able to harness it yet to really show it off. So.
Yeah. I think what Gears 5 is their big example right now, because like if you have a TV that'll support it, like Gears 5's multiplayer runs at 4K 120, and it's like, that's great, good for you guys.
Right.
I don't have a TV that can do 120, so like I'm more than happy to do 4K 60 on my TV.
Yeah. So something Gnawdog is saying here. Hell, how about Xbox plays almost every game because not Sony? PS4 was the cutoff. So you're not. I'm not a console guy, Clay.
Yeah.
PS4 only compatibility, backwards compatibility, or
the PlayStation 5 is only backwards compatible through the to the PlayStation 4. Before, if you want any PlayStation games before that, you have to subscribe to their PlayStation Now service, which is their version of the Xbox Game Pass.
Oh.
They do streaming able games for PS1, 2, and 3. So
that
if you
way,
wanted to say play Red Dead Redemption 1, which was a PS3 game, you have to stream it.
So how do you prove that you own the game unless they're touting the... Oh, okay. So for the streaming thing, you have to be part of the subscription.
Yes.
And then you get access to all those games.
Yeah, their library is actually pretty good. PlayStation Now, I know a couple guys who have it, and I've checked it out at their house. It's pretty cool. It's cheaper than Game Pass, but there's also, it's not as good. But it has a lot of games. But like I said, like Grand Theft Auto 4 or Red Dead Redemption 1, those would be like prime examples there. Like those are PS3 games, different architecture. That was the whole cell nightmare that they did. If you want to play those on your PS5 or your PS4, you have to sign up to PlayStation Now so you can cloud stream that game. They also do like retro like PS1 and PS2 games as well. But if you actually want to play a PS or like any kind of backwards compatible game on your PS5, it has to be PS4. That's it. Like if you own the disc, you can just put it in and it'll load it and patch it and everything like that. But if you have a PS3 game, a PS2, PS1 game, you're out of luck unless you have PlayStation Now or you have an older console.
Yeah, but
that
at that point, you're just playing the game, not even locally. You are required to have internet access, so any discs that you had for those old consoles are going to do nothing for you.
Yeah, so you need to be a weirdo like me and just keep all your consoles forever. So, like, if I wanted to play Red Dead 1 on my PlayStation 3, I would have to break out my PlayStation 3 and play it.
Dude, $60 discs are no short chump change situation here. So for me, the better ecosystem is Xbox.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, Game Pass blows it out of the water. Naughty has a good point here that Game Pass also gives you like day one games.
Oh, that's
and
right.
ever since they did the whole EA Play deal, there's like it just basically doubled the library. Game Pass is completely worth it. PlayStation Now, if all you have is a PlayStation, if that's all I had was a PS4 or PS5 or whatever, I would have PlayStation Now. Just because you are accessing a nice size library of games in addition to what you could already have. But because I buy everything, I have Game Pass, and I'm not even thinking about PlayStation Now.
Well, that's usually like the reason why I don't do a lot of console games. Because take a look at it from my point of view. I have all the kids, right? And for me to buy a console is me to dedicate my money to buying discs or digital online or something like that. But that's just an extra add-on, right? And then if I cannot use those anymore, and now I have to swap over my entire library dependency to a service, it doesn't matter how small or big or whatever the fee is, I now have coasters. I have nothing. If my PS3 or my PS2, if I had one theoretically, it breaks, I can't do anything with them except for like, look at my Pokemans. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it feels like. So why would I want to invest into something that I can't continuously use my disc? Yeah, eventually I'm not going to knock on Xbox, let's just say for the next series, to say, look, we ran out of development time at this point to really start keeping those games alive anymore. Here's how we eventually got you into the Xbox ecosystem online. And we pulled the exact same thing for PlayStation 5 off of their service. But you gave people time to be able to do so, and you gave them something to that's current that could still play those games, even if you wanted to play them locally. Because I'll tell you what, online, since this whole pandemic, online has been kind of for PC, has been kind of a hit and miss because everyone's online now. And so it's bogging things down. I'm getting disconnected every now and then. And so if that's going to affect my gaming, especially when everything's being rendered on a cloud server somewhere and back to my TV, it's going to affect the quality of me playing those games versus just rendering it locally on my console. I think those things have to be taken in consideration. And I understand there are people that are just like, well, it's a cool feature. Yeah, if it's dependent on things outside of your control, which is the quality of your connection. Do you really want to like go through a pandemic and let's just say there's the internet's down? So what are you going to do? You're not going to play your console. Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's one of those things that's how deep level the PC gamer on Nerd Junkies thinks about when he has to buy consoles. And I'm just like, do I really want that hassle? And right now, Xbox is looking like the go-to. Which, by the way, he never got back to me whether or not he still had that Xbox Series S.
He sold it.
Damn it!
Oh yeah.
For like $800, huh?
No, he sold it for retail, so $299 plus tax.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least he got his money back.
Yeah.
He's not an internet dirtbag, so
good.
It worked out.
Good.
Yeah.
So I think we were going to talk about the scalpers, and I don't think this was planned. Andre or Mr. Rage Pants told us, "Hey, are you guys going to talk about this?" And I think we need to talk about it because I've already said my rants
Sure.
off screen, but I wanted to know if how this is affecting you guys, if at all, or what you thought about it with the article that Mr. Rage Pants put on Discord.
Okay, so for everybody out there, the all the scalpers, the botters, everybody like that, who are eating up PlayStation 5s and like right now, and they're hoarding them so they can sell them at a crazy price online. That those people have basically come out to defend themselves, and they basically said, "Tough, we need money. We're in a pandemic. You're going to pay for it. Deal with it." So,
but then, okay, the logic behind that is you have a surplus of, you have capital to be able to spend on several pieces of consoles, several items, and you're saying we need money, but you have capital, you have the money to spend for it, so you don't
have the
need
$500. So you're not as broke as you think if you have the $500 for the PS5.
Not just $500. These scalpers are buying quite a few, and it's not $500 times how many consoles they've bought, or they bought. But that argument doesn't make sense to me. I understand what Naw Dog is saying here. Hey man, be honest. If you had a chance to sell a brand new PS5 for double, you would. First of all, I wouldn't be caught dead going out in the pandemic trying to get a PS5 just to turn it around and resell it and risk myself for $500 extra bucks.
I haven't even turned my PS5 on in the past week.
Ooh.
And I don't have any PS5 games. I'm using it to play PS4 games. And it's like, I could sell it right now. I'm not going to because I'm not an internet dirtbag. And if I was going to sell it, it would be for regular price. I'm not going to rip people off who just want to play video games.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I understand that. I'm not going to say that there aren't people out there. I'm just saying, I wouldn't
who sell things on eBay. Yeah.
I still have my GTX my GTX 1080 that I keep, that I know right now I would sell that for pretty close to MSRP when it came out. And I'll tell you why. Because there's a shortage of GPUs out there right now. Nobody can buy a decent GPU, not even 3 series ago, for a decent price. They are all freaking expensive. And I'm just like, why? Why? Because greed. It's that simple. It's greed. And you're not going to get away with it. You call it what it is. They're not going to feel bad about it. They're making money. It's fine. But we're not going to act like it doesn't exist. It just sucks. Because it's like all these MSRP, like when NVIDIA stated that their 2080 Ti killer was only going to be like $600 or $700. That's beating out their $1,200 top of the line last generation for a fraction of the price, or for half the price, and it's not even available. I can't get it. And it sucks. And like the Ryzen chips, I can't get anything. I have to go with 3 generations ago, and there's only 4 left apparently from Amazon. So it's just like, damn it. But I don't know. I'm in a situation right now where I would like to have everything at home all set and ready, so that way, if anything happens or whatnot, then everybody's all set with whatever their entertainment is. But I can't get just the simple stuff that's available right now, or that should be available. I think stores need to do a lot more to just make it so that way it's one per customer.
Yes.
It sucks that it falls on them. But if NVIDIA, directly from NVIDIA, could not even stop them, I don't know what they could do. Besides 18
Evan
different CAPTCHAs or Rockstar level CAPTCHAs. That's what's needed. Rockstar social club level CAPTCHAs.
the ones that you have to go through like 14 times
Mhm.
to get in there.
Every time I have to log on, I have to do that CAPTCHA 14 times. And then I'm always stuck with the, well, is it a bus or is it a 18-wheeler?
I've
and then I'm
totally been stuck in that trap before. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm just
I've totally
like,
been stuck in that trap.
I get into really deep thoughts of just like, well, it's a walkway, but it's not double lined. So I don't know. It could just be a sidewalk. I don't know. It's kind of grainy.
Yeah. Yeah. Rockstar Social Gloves, Rockstar Launcher. They go overboard on theirs. Yeah. No, Evan had a good point here. The only way to get back at them is to not purchase. That's basically
Mhm.
it. Which really isn't going to happen because we're in a Christmas season right now.
It just
But-
goes against.
because you're getting a lot of parents who are trying to
Yeah.
find these consoles for their kids, and
Mhm.
if they find one they think it's a good deal, they'll grab at it.
Yeah. And yeah. Like I would tell anybody, no, just wait.
Mhm.
After the Christmas season, these things are going to be available. It's just you're just going to have to wait. And it's
Yeah.
These
not
kids
like
can
there's anything,
survive a Christmas
like
without it.
what are they going to play on their shiny new colossal PlayStation 5? Oh, they're going to play GTA 5, and it's like, cool. I'll give you a PS3 for $50.
Yeah.
You could play it on that.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh, but GTA Online, yeah, it plays on that fine. It's like you don't have to. It's
All PS4 games can work on the PS5. You could just save it. Say, here's the game you wanted.
yeah.
We're gonna have to get you the game or the console another time. I'm sorry, I couldn't get it this Christmas.
I think
All
that should
but
really
9
be.
PS4 games.
I think that should really be one of those perspective kind of situations, right? Like,
Mhm.
I'm a gamer. We're all gamers. We have high tech stuff. Do we need more of it? We're gonna get into that conversation. It's just like we're in a situation that we didn't think that we were gonna be. Nothing's available. We're running risks to go out there to go get box stuff. But is 4K at 120 hertz worth it for me to go and have a headache about it? Or maybe get some console for a kid that already has previous gen consoles and it's just not going to be grateful about it at the very end when you unbox that thing? I don't know. You really got to look deep into yourself at that point in time. But yeah, it's my rant. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like the way that these humans don't feel bad about what they've done.
Yeah. Just blame Santa. Tell them Santa said you didn't qualify for a PS5 or Xbox.
You are
Yeah.
very, very naughty.
Yes.
Maybe if you would clean your room, you'd get an Xbox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's it'll be here in a few months. They'll be more available, and people can stop crying. And it's like
Mhm.
whatever.
It's
Yeah.
just basically
So-
gonna be the Switch. Just take some time.
So last
Yeah.
week we talked about how, who was it? Phil Spencer said that we're looking at April.
Phil Spencer's. It wasn't Phil Spencer. It was actually whoever, I forgot his name. It was like the CFO
Mhm.
in the Xbox division.
Yeah.
Was saying that he expects Xbox shortages to continue through April. And
So that's not saying
unfortunate.
that's not saying that
Yeah.
they're out of stock until April, or that they're not shipping
No.
anymore. That's just saying that they're probably going to be sold out as quickly as they came in until April.
they're going to be, they'll be in high demand until that can get caught up. I see them on sale. Like, I follow Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter,
Yeah.
and they always put up, hey, PS5s are going to be at Walmart at this time, or Xboxes are currently on at the Microsoft store. They are available. It's just you have to really start trolling websites to get one.
Yeah, I think Google News hit me up and it was hilarious because I got the notification. I opened it up 5 minutes after I got the notification saying Best Buy has XYZ, and then all of a sudden, and it's gone. It was literally like the meme, and I was just like,
Yeah.
that, like, it's not even the time that they said it was going to be released, and they're already gone.
Yeah. Which
Wow.
is I think we were talking about this before the show started, but Phil Spencer actually, he said it was, I think I put link in our Discord on it. But yeah, he was talking about these, all the people having troubles buying them because everybody's sold out all the time.
Right.
He said they're thinking of ways to get around this, and that's and one of his things was basically kind of like a reservation system. So, which is, I think we've talked about this on the show before, where like instead of Best Buy just being sold out, or
Mhm.
somebody saying like buy now, it's grayed out because they're sold out,
Right.
you would basically pre-buy one as like a reservation. You would say, "Here's my $500. Here's my credit card number. Boom." And that basically reserves you one. So the next time they get a shipment in, that one's yours. And
Amazon, I think, does that because I've pre-ordered a game,
Mhm.
and I wasn't able to get it that day. They sent me my money back
yeah,
or something. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it's
Mel. Didn't you do a GameStop thing and then all of a sudden they were all like, "We messed up. It wasn't the right price."
yeah, they didn't. Thankfully, they didn't charge me, but for the shipping and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought I could
yeah,
get couple of free games.
Yeah. There was a couple
Didn't
of
quite work.
yeah.
Switch
weird-
games that you got like for like $9 and I was just like, "Wait, what?" And this was
Uh,
like in the
Animal-
middle of the night.
Animal Crossing New Horizon was for mostly half their entire stock was like saying, "Oh, this is free." But someone
Yeah.
obviously messed up and put their discount when it was supposed to be, I think, 20% off, put it to 200% off.
Yeah,
Wow.
I saw a lot
Someone
of things
fucked
flying
up at
around online with that. Yeah,
Yeah. Somebody got
And
a revenue generating day that whole time. It's just like,
Yeah.
ooh. And it's crazy because like several items were discounted. So it had to be
Mhm.
like some sort of like adjuster for everything, right? Some weird number that they have just for adjustments. Matt says if the retailers take more pre-orders than projected stock, you're still just stuck in the same position.
true story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a way around that. Like, okay, so Phil Spencer can't account for Best Buy, right? But the Microsoft store, he can. He can say, hey, the next shipment of 1 million that come into the U.S., 500,000 of those go to the Microsoft store. Everybody else gets theirs, and then we can pre-order that supply.
Right.
And do they even have them in the U.S. yet? No,
Yeah.
they're not even available to ship yet. But at that point, hey, we will be getting those on January 3rd, and then we will ship yours. You should have it mid-January.
Right. At least like a
Okay.
queue system, right? Where you have a level of expectation instead of just like, hey, if you pre-order and you put down the entire sum or even like 3/4 of the sum of that PS5, then you're in a queue. Done.
I think the queue system would be the best way around all this because you can guarantee that sale, kind of like you're pre-ordering a game or something like that. You don't even have the game yet. Like when GameStop wants to pre-order you everything on the planet, they don't even have those in stock. But it'll be out a year from now. Pre-order GTA 6. Like they probably already have it. We don't even know when the hell that game's coming out. But it would be a way of just saying, hey, the next time we do get a PS5 in 4 months, that one is yours.
Right.
Like, I think that's a big headache that a lot of people are facing right now. Like the people who can't get a graphics card or a PS5 or a Series X or anything like that, is that they're just seeing websites that are sold out.
Yeah.
But if somebody would just say, "We'll take that," like Newegg did this on like the day before the PS5 launch. They opened up a pre-order. It was like the night of go live, and it was like 9 p.m. So like midnight Eastern. And they basically said, we are doing pre-orders on PS5s. They're back ordered for about a month. You'll get it in January. But they're selling you that order.
Right.
And
They're
it was
guaranteeing you a spot in line.
that's what I'm saying. Like
But you have to buy the
other
consoles
companies
full
were-
blast, right? Like you have to
Yeah,
give 100% of the
and it was a
MSRP.
bundle. So it was like the PS5,
Oh,
an extra
so they-
controller, and a
so
game,
they-
and it was like $700.
So they upsold even knowing that if you want a spot, you're also going to get all
Yeah.
this other stuff for upsale.
Yeah, but at the same time, you as the gamer now have a guaranteed sale. Like, yeah, I bought one. It'll be here in a month, but now I don't have to troll Amazon and Best Buy all day.
Right. Problem is
Yeah.
that like I don't know. I think Andre. There's also the other aspect, right? Like, let's just say you do pre-order, and then they legit sell it to you. Andre here has Amazon just cut ties with one of their drivers who wasn't legit delivering PS5s. So not only do you run the risk of shelling out your money, I mean, eventually the company's going to do right by you and give you something, but then it's just prolonging the process because now they have to do investigations. They got to find out whether you received it or not, or figure out who took it or who's at fault at that point in time. Did some porch pirate just take it from your front door, or was it actually legitimately the driver? The fact that it was the driver this time around just goes to show you, like, there's no protections here. There's just it just gets down to, I want it, who wants it more, and who has the control of it, who has their hands on it first.
Evan has it right here. This is just what I'm talking about. It's the peace of mind. He's been on 6 different sites trolling them for the last week. That's what I'm saying. Even if Evan can't get one locked in and have it shipped in the next 2 days, he's fine. Made him still play Overwatch. It's fine. But it's like, if he can just get the guaranteed sale, then he can stop having to troll websites.
Yeah.
Like, if Kohl's or Walmart, Target, Best Buy, anybody can just be like, okay, it'll be there in a month.
Yeah.
Be like, great. Now I can just relax and go back to playing PS4 games.
This is, and I wanted to give some perspective here. This is how bad it's gotten, where in YouTube, you can see stuff like this. You can see literally the bots working, being streamed online, checking for out of stock and in stock at several different sites. And they have several different streams where their bots are going through for several different things. GPUs, the 56X, the 5600X, the 5950X, all of these. They're all streams of just things getting hit. Now, they're still helping you out if you're watching the stream, because they'll say, hey, please watch your delay by comparing the time.gov. It should be between 4 to 8 seconds. Refresh if higher. So they're still trying to help whoever's watching the stream, but then it's screwing everybody else over who doesn't know about this.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad. And it gives you the last times they dropped. Check that out. So 11:27 yesterday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 5950 bundles came out, and then they're sold.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy. But yeah, if anybody wants to check out these links, I'm going to put it on the chats in case you want, in case you're really looking for something that you just have to have your hands on. There you go. There's a stream for stuff.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna get either one until like maybe 2 years from now, because I have no use for them.
Right.
Yeah.
My Xbox One, I only use it for streaming movies and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much the game news this week. We appreciate you coming into the chats, interacting with us while we give you the game news, and please check out nerdjunkies.com. Check it out. Put a couple likes, comments, and some of our posts. Ooh, error.
Joel, if they wanted to check
card.
us out on some kind of online sharing network or anything like that, where could they do that?
Like a social network?
Oh, is that what those are called?
I think they're called like Twitters or Facebooks. They could check that out at nerdjunkies.com/social. There you go.
Oh, wow.
All of our links are there, and you can check them all out, including our Discord if you wanted to join us. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yes. Please enjoy. All right.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for showing up. We'll be here next week, same time, Saturday, noon Pacific.
Same time, same channel.
Clay gets some acting classes. I mean, where would I go if I wanted to see social media things?
Things on the plane, on the wing.
Something on the wing.
All right, let's get out of here. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you on Discord.
Yes.
See you later, everybody.